Hey everybody, welcome to theworshipcommunity.com. I want to take you over to a new resource that we have over in our forums. So if you're at theworshipcommunity.com, just click on the forums link, or you may already be in the forums, but we've just launched a brand new chat box. The chat box loads here at the top of the page, as you can see. And this is just a real cool living room type atmosphere where we can all come together and just chat with one another in real time. Now, the first thing I want to cover is maybe you're one of those out there and you think, that's cool, but I don't care anything about the chat box. I don't want to see the chat box. I don't want to see the conversation going on. Well, there's good news. You don't have to participate. If you mouse over, you see this is the font selector box where you can select the size of your font like that. Changes the size. Pretty cool. All right, well, right next to there is an arrow, a button. By clicking this button, you collapse the chat box. Now the chat box is not there anymore. It's still there, it's just collapsed. You could go on and browse the forums as you would like, and as you go through the forums, that chat box remains collapsed or closed. If you'd like to see what's going on in the chat box, you simply click this button and the chat box opens back up, just like that. Now, I hope that a lot of you will get engaged with the chat box. It's a really casual way for us just to chat and say hello to one another. It's very self-explanatory. You simply choose a font color here. Let's switch to a red. I like to make mine bold by pushing the B button. And then in the box you just type, let's see, I've got my caps lock on. Hello everyone. Now you can either hit the return key on your keyboard or this triangle. And it jumps right over here and it says hello everyone with a date and timestamp and my user ID. Note, you do have to be logged in to be able to chat. If you're not logged in, you can see the chat, but you can't participate in the chat. So it's very self-explanatory. The B button will allow things to be bold. The I is italic, U is for underline, and then of course we have some smileys. Some of our worship community members love to use their smileys. So we'll put some in there just to see how that comes through. So basically, there's your chat box. Very simple. Change your font color. I like to put mine on blue, bold. And there we have it. Okay, so that's the chat box at theworshipcommunity.com. Now, there's a few features that I'd like to show you over here underneath chat box. I know the other day there were some of you that were chatting and you said you wanted to have a bigger chat box. Well, if you really just want to focus in on the chat, then mouse over underneath chat box and you have a menu. View chat box full or view chat box archive. The archive just shows a long archive of previous chats. Okay, you can also catch up with your first unread message or find the last message that you typed, or you can search the chat box. Here's an example of what chat box full looks like by clicking there. Now the whole page shows your chat box. Then you simply can just go right back into these options. Top chatters, delete all messages, my messages, 59, and so forth. Just like that. To get out of the full, you just come back here to the forums. Whoops. Well, I went back to the home page. You just come back here to the forums, and it's minimized back the way it was. So that's the chat box at theworshipcommunity.com. Hope you'll enjoy using it. Sometimes you can say hello and see if anyone answers and then check back later and see if they've come back. You can always try it. Look forward to seeing you and chatting with you at theworshipcommunity.com. Thanks and God bless.